Here we go. So we are talking today about the Suicide Squad game, and I'm just going to give you the final piece of my mind on this thing. Not that I've given a piece of my mind yet, but I'll give you the final piece of my mind. This game, if you're a fan
when I think of the justice
of the Arkham series, it's probably not for you. They're going to destroy everything that Arkham built. The the Batman you know and love from the Arkham series, the one you guided through 4 games. Okay, not to mention Arkham Origins Blackgate that was on the 3DS and got ported over. 5 games, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong here. With the they were released, in the Arkham Collection too, the trilogy, but also Arkham Knight. These 4 games. Now I played Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, and they were great games. AAA. Quality games, quality. Great level design, great graphics, great gameplay. The fight system was great. The stealth system was great. The level design was incredible. Arkham City opened it up more than the Asylum, but still good. Had the boss fights, epic cutscenes, music, graphics, everything great. Now, spoiler alert here.
Batman, Green Lantern, The Flash.
Batman is going to die in this thing.
Your friends are slaughtered.
In a really crappy way. They all die. The story goes that they all die. I don't exactly understand why Rocksteady, instead of making this crappy Suicide Squad game with their AAA studio, did make a Superman game. Why didn't they make us a AAA Superman game in the vein of the Batman games? Spider-Man has had numerous great games, but the ones on PlayStation have really opened it up. And they're working on a Wolverine game, where I'm sure Wolverine's going to be the hero. Why couldn't they make a Superman game? They have characters within the DC hero verse that they could have made a game about, instead of making all the DC heroes into bad guys and then killing them off by bad guys, the Suicide Squad. It's ridiculous. So of course they all get killed off, whatever the story is. It doesn't matter. Listen, if you're so interested in this game, don't wait for it to go on sale. Just go watch it online. But Batman gets killed. You go through 4 games as Batman in the Arkham series, and you do your best to make him survive, right? The beloved character. And then we're just going to kill him off in this stupid way. You are in an era where you are not forced to play whatever the AAA studio puts out. We've got indies galore. We've got, let's say you like RPGs. You got Chain Echoes. You can grab this game for like $20. A great RPG game. You got Sea of Thieves. Look right there, Sea of Thieves. You can, if you've never played the original trilogy, or quadrilogy, I should say, you can go play those for like $10 on Steam. They're like always on sale. Like you can get the whole thing for like $15 on Fanatical or wherever. You've got all these great games. Those are a couple of RPGs. I mean, you've got, but you've got so many amazing games. Look, Pray for the Gods, an indie game. AAA gameplay. If you've got a PS4 and you haven't played Horizon, Forbidden West, or Zero Dawn, or God of War Ragnarok, you should be playing these games first on sale. If you have not played on Xbox, if you have not played the Gears of War, you should be playing these games first. You have the option of choice. Not only do you have choice of new games coming out, and not just from major studios, with games like Alan Wake 2 or whatever, you have indie games galore coming out all day. Hundreds of games coming out. And hundreds of games that already come out. And years of GOG games and this and that. Hidden gems galore. You've got all these games that come. Not just that, but you're also in 2024. You have every Super NES, Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, GameCube, N64, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, PC, DOS, ROM, arcade. You've got every game at your fingertips. Why do you even give a crap about what happens in this game? If I were you, I would act like this game didn't exist, or I would just watch the cutscenes. The full game movie. Here. Full game movie. If you don't have time or whatever, just watch the full game movie. I'm not doing a good search on it here, but it's all on there. I'm just not doing a good search, but it's all on there. You don't have to play these games anymore to get the story. Here, 5 hours and 16 minutes, 3 hours and 30 minutes, the full game movie. I'm not playing this game. It looks like a colluded mess on the screen. Okay, honestly, it looks like a 6 out of 10. And plus the story retcons everything that was good that they built up over 4 celebrated games. You know, they've had their issues with their bugs and stuff like that and everything. And a lot of content been released as DLC, but they had created 4 high-quality games, and now they've wasted their time on this looter shooter crap. If you haven't played the Uncharted trilogy, Uncharted 4, The Last of Us 1 or not 2, but if you haven't played games like that, then you've got no excuse to be playing these new games. You need to go back and spend your $10 or $20 when these things are on sale and play those games. Because there are so many good games you could be playing instead of this trash. And same thing with the Tomb Raider trilogy. Last word here is, why would you want to play this game? You could get these games for $1 on Steam. They didn't improve the controls. You can just type it in. Tomb Raider trilogy sucks. They're pulling up the old one. Honestly, if you haven't played this reboot trilogy, Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, you need to play that first. You could get that for like $15. Or even like sometimes as low as like $12 for the whole trilogy on like PSN or on Steam or whatever. I've got that trilogy on like 3 different platforms. This is so cheap. I bought it like 3 times. I got it for free on Epic. I mean, you're talking about an Epic trilogy that kind of like, in terms of gameplay, I mean, you're talking about it's a mix of The Last of Us and Uncharted. It's really good with open island exploration. It's just a really great series. And why are people pre-ordering and playing these newest crappiest games before they even get reviews? That's what I want to know. When you've got so many games and ROM hack games and fan games and indie games and other games, and you got so many classic games, and why are you buying games for $60? It sucks. Stop supporting this crap. There's so many good games. Honestly, if we stop making games today, outside of a couple of games, like we'd like to see an End to the Horizon, Zero Dawn, or God of War, like a trilogy out of the last 2 games turned into the trilogy of the new God of War stuff on PS5. But outside of a couple of games, I mean, we wouldn't really be losing much. We've got thousands upon thousands of games been released. PS2 had like 2,000 games. GameCube, Xbox, PS3, PC. We've got so many games right now. You can't play them all before you die. And trust me, if you're a gamer, there's a bunch of good games you have not played that you could probably get for like $5 or $10 on sale at any time. So don't cry over the Suicide Squad. Who cares? Who cares? It sucks. I'm acting like it doesn't exist because I don't want it to ruin what I started when I plan on finishing with the Arkham trilogy. You should do the same. If you don't want to play this crappy game, spend your $60, just watch it online. Hell, if you don't want to play the new Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, if you're an old school Final Fantasy VII fan, you want to appreciate that, then go play Final Fantasy VII Steam, get it for like $8 on sale, download the Maguri mod, and then 4K that bad boy. Here, I'll show you an example real quick if you're a Final Fantasy fan. Look, there's a Final Fantasy IX Ultimate Remaster video. How to make it best with PC. Oh, that's on Final Fantasy IX Mogiri. Sorry, it's the 7th Heaven mod. But what I'm saying is there's so many options in games. Who gives a crap about this game? Who gives a crap? And Rocksteady, a great studio, well, they went the wrong direction. For whatever reason they did. And look, here you go. This is from 2022, but obviously it's more updated, but let's watch for 1 second and then we're going to cut this video. Get off my soapbox.
Arranged a high fidelity.
Look at this. A whole new
And then
game.
there are additional sound effects.
This guy's just going to go through a tutorial. I'm not really doing great at pulling up stuff right now. This wasn't the best planned video, but it is what it is. Listen, there's a million games you can play right now. There's so many games. There's so much freedom of choice in 2020. Same thing with movies. In 2024, there's so many things with movies and music. You have the entire catalog of everything that ever exists in TV, movie, music, and video games. You got everything. I don't want to hear anybody saying they're bored anymore. Bored in the house, bored in the house, bored. Shut the hell up. Nobody should be bored at all. You've got more entertainment at your fingertips than ever. Just Netflix alone probably has like thousands of shows. Okay, use your brain. Okay? Go out and play what you want to play, not what they're trying to force feed you. Okay? And if it looks like crap, it's crap. Don't play it. You got the choice. Don't waste your time on stuff you don't like. Life is too short. And you only got so much time to spare. Plus, you're doing something that doesn't make you any money anyways, unless you're like a streamer and successful or you're making videos about it. So why would you want to waste your time on something that doesn't have a fruitful endeavor for you? But yeah, I mean, ultimately, listen, you got no excuse to be crying about this Suicide Squad game. Oh, you're sad it didn't come out good or whatever. Doesn't matter. There's 1,000 other games from 1,000 other studios, indie studios popping up every day. Good games. And Unreal Engine 5 is going to make it easier and easier to make AAA games by regular people. So, I mean, I don't want to hear this crap anymore. Suicide Squad sucks. Just watch the videos online. Stop worrying about it. And play good games. You got millions of them at your fingertips. Millions. Subscribe to my channel.